time and a place for everything. I'm not gonna say he's right and I'm not gonna say he's wrong. You know, but it's so crazy. When he spoke about it, I could have easily came out and said, yeah, you spoke about it. I ain't have to say nothing.
That's why I don't want boxing more. I want to do therapy, right? But I feel as though if I do therapy, it will lose the fire that I have inside me. I want everything out of me where so I don't never think about fighting again. I don't think about even getting angry.
When you come to the retirement shit, like you serious about this? Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Gervonta Davis has just announced his retirement from boxing, but not everyone's convinced he means it. Just hours after the news broke, Floyd Mayweather took the opportunity to throw subtle jabs at his former protégé. Through a mix of sarcastic remarks and passive-aggressive commentary, the undefeated legend made it clear he's skeptical about Davis stepping away for good. With public tension still lingering between the two, Mayweather's reaction has sparked speculation. Is Davis truly retiring, or is this just another headline move?
So I'm sure by now many people have heard about the news that was broken by Rick Glazier, who stated that 5-time world champion, 3-division world champion, undefeated superstar boxer, Gervonta Tank Davis, 30 wins, no loss, no draw, 28 wins by way of knockout. 30 wins, no losses, 1 draw, 28 wins by way of knockout, has officially announced his retirement, right? He told the people around him that he is retiring from the sport of boxing. He is no longer going to compete in the sport of boxing due to his frustration with the way and the direction the sport of boxing is going in.
Following the announcement, Davis elaborated during a podcast with rapper Lil Yachty, saying he plans to walk away from boxing by the end of 2025. He cited a desire to focus on family, education, and personal growth. The WBA lightweight champion made this revelation during the promotional kickoff for his fight against Lamont Roach, declaring, "After next year, I'm out. It's over. I'm fed up." However, Davis later clarified that this might be more of a break than a permanent retirement, signaling that even he may still be undecided about leaving the sport behind.
When it comes to the retirement shit, like you serious about this? Yeah, for sure. For sure. But why, bro? I just feel like you know it's too early. I feel like you fucking with us at this point. Like at this point, it's like you joking. Is it to sell a fight? Like,
No, I mean, I ain't say I'm like retiring like after this fight, but for sure, like after this year, I'm retiring. After next year, I'm out of it.
After our second fight, you're out of it?
Yeah.
Care to elaborate on that?
Out of the sport.
After our second fight?
Nah, I could tell you my fight.
Gervonta Davis made his professional debut on February 22, 2013, at the D.C. Armory in Washington, D.C. In that fight, he made an immediate impact by knocking out Desi Williams in the first round. It wasn't just a win, it was a statement. Davis burst onto the scene with power, precision, and a clear signal that a new force had arrived in boxing. That night marked the beginning of what would become one of the sport's most exciting careers.
Anybody get the number of that book? I had to cut one too.
You wanna do it? Wanna do it? Tank first, Tank? You fight next? Yeah.
A pivotal figure in Davis's rise was boxing icon Floyd Mayweather Jr., who took him under his wing in 2015. Mayweather's mentorship extended far beyond the ring. He became a big brother figure to Davis. In a symbolic gesture of support, Mayweather once gifted him a $60,000 Jeep, underscoring his belief in Davis's potential and future as a star in the sport.
Gervonta Davis is a boxing sensation. He has a lot of knockouts, 11-0, 10 knockouts. But here's the thing, Floyd Mayweather has taken him under his wing and he bought him a brand new car. Floyd doesn't buy cars for a lot of people. Tell me about that. Tell me about the car that he bought, and how did you respond when he said, we're going to get you a car today?
As he didn't tell me at first, his mom had a crash on her car.
Okay.
So he went to the dealership and went to go get her joint fixed. So I was out eating, so he called me. He always told me he was gonna get me a car and stuff like that. But he had a lot going on, and I wasn't rushing because I knew he had a lot going on. So this particular day, he just called me. I was out eating, so he called me and was like, "I'm about to have someone to pick you up. Just be ready." So I was out eating, so I was like, "Okay, I'm ready now." So he came pick me up, and he took me to the dealership. So he let me take drive this, and he also let me take a Charger. The Charger was too fast, and he was like, everybody at the gym was dead.
That's true, they do.
Yeah, he was like, we want to give you something different.
Well, you're from Baltimore. You need a Jeep on the streets of Baltimore. I've watched the news.
Their bond wasn't just professional, it was personal. Davis frequently credited Mayweather not only for sharing elite boxing knowledge but also for instilling in him the confidence and discipline necessary to thrive at the highest level. Their relationship was rooted in mentorship and mutual respect, forming a foundation for Davis's early success.
Baltimore, you need a Jeep on the streets of Baltimore. I've watched the news. What did they say back home when everybody saw the story that Floyd Mayweather bought you a very expensive car?
Not only that he bought me an expensive car, he took me in.
Took you interest in you and your career, yeah?
Yeah, as a fighter, also as, Floyd old enough to be my son, so I wouldn't say a big brother, so he, like a father figure and stuff like that, he took me in, and, he been treating me good since I knew him. He been not only in the boxing, like working with me on the boxing, he showed me like the business side and all that type of stuff, and he showed me a lot, and I appreciate him, and I love him forever for that.
We all see the news, and many times people say negative stuff about Floyd. From your experience with him, from the fact that he bought you a car, which he didn't have to, because there are a lot of fighters here, and he doesn't buy them cars. What does that say about him?
It's not only that him giving me stuff, because all that stuff could get taken away. It's just the knowledge that he give me, like when we one-on-one, when we running and stuff like that he showed me, and he not only showed me but teach me and stuff like that. So I'm forever grateful for that.
Give me a tour of this Jeep really quick. What do we got?
It's the newest Jeep.
Okay.
Rubicon.
But over time, cracks began to form. Davis grew frustrated with what he saw as Mayweather's attempts to control his career and limit his options. In 2022, Davis officially left Mayweather Promotions, seeking more autonomy and joining forces with advisor Al Heyman. The split was anything but smooth. Public disputes followed, including allegations that Mayweather barred him from using his gym. In a now-deleted tweet, Davis vented, "What? Floyd's petty, said I couldn't use his gym anymore."
I remember first hearing an issue between Floyd and Gervonta before Gervonta fought Pedraza. And the issue I heard was that Floyd didn't want Gervonta to stay in Baltimore because he felt there was too many distractions for him in Baltimore and he wanted to stay in Vegas. And the story I was told at that time was that Floyd gave Gervonta one of his penthouses or one of his apartments in the Palms Hotel. "This is your apartment. I'll furnish it for you." He got him a Jeep. At the time, Gervonta was not a world champion. He got him like a Jeep, a 4x4. He basically said, "I'll make it comfortable for you. I don't want you to go to Baltimore. I want you to stay here. I don't think Baltimore is the place for you, And what I was told was Gervonta sold all the furniture, sold the Jeep, and went back to Baltimore and bought a Bentley. That's what I was told at the time. So
in 2024, Davis cemented his reputation as one of boxing's most electrifying stars. On June 15, at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, he faced Frank Martin in a high-stakes matchup. After a slow start, Davis found his rhythm and delivered a stunning 8th-round knockout. A vicious left uppercut followed by a straight left sent Martin crashing, unable to continue. The win marked Davis's 28th knockout in 30 fights and reaffirmed his position as one of the most dangerous forces in the lightweight division.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Boxing Locker with me, Matt Goddard, and this is my breakdown of Gervonta Tank Davis, who is arguably the best puncher in boxing and without question one of the top 10 pound-for-pound fighters on the planet. Your position for him within those 10 is up for debate, but we're not going to talk about that today. Today I'm going to give you a brief background of Gervonta's boxing record and his kind of bio, and then I'm going to go into the breakdown of what makes him such a fantastic fighter. Okay, so first and foremost, Tank is now 30-0 with 28 knockouts. It's like a 93% knockout ratio, which is crazy. I believe it's the highest knockout percentage of any current world champion. I believe. I would imagine anyway is close to that, but pretty impressive anyway. He's 29 years old. He's a southpaw. He's 5'5"-ish, 5'5"1/2" maybe.
Gervonta Davis shocked the boxing world when he announced plans to retire at the end of 2025, bluntly stating that the sport no longer holds anything for him. Speaking at a press conference ahead of his second fight with Lamont Roach, Davis didn't hold back. "This is trash. I'm out. I'm fed up. I don't care about belts. I just want to get my money and get out." He cited mental fatigue, the pressure of being in the spotlight, and the recent birth of his son as reasons for walking away. To Davis, the sport has become more draining than rewarding.
25 is after next year, I'm out of it.
After our second fight. You're out of it?
Yeah,
Care to elaborate on that?
out of the sport.
After our second fight. Nah, no. I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah, I could tell you my fights.
Despite remaining undefeated and holding multiple world titles, Davis's recent performances and controversial decisions have sparked doubts about his future. His most recent fight, a disputed draw against Lamont Roach Jr., raised eyebrows and further fueled retirement rumors. While some insiders speculate Davis might return if financial pressures mount, he seems determined to step away and focus on his personal growth and family life.
So I'm sure by now many people have heard about the news that was broken by Rick Glazier, who stated that 5-time world champion, 3-division world champion, undefeated superstar boxer, Gervonta Tank Davis, 30 wins, no loss, no draw, 28 wins by way of knockout. 30 wins, no losses, 1 draw, 28 wins by way of knockout, has officially announced his retirement, right? He told the people around him that he is retiring from the sport of boxing. He is no longer going to compete in the sport of boxing due to his frustration with the way and the direction the sport of boxing is going in. And many people are sending it to me in drones. Have I seen it? I told you guys Gervonta Tank Davis is in a unique place. I told you guys this a couple of days ago, that Gervonta Tank Davis, along with his situation outside the sport of boxing, has put him in limbo. But y'all said I was capping. Gervonta Tank Davis' team, as I told you guys, stated that they are uncertain about what's going to come of his case. Gervonta Tank Davis is frustrated with that. He's also frustrated with the way the Premier Boxing Champion is handling his career. Al Heyman is no longer in charge as Louis the Cuban, Senior and Junior. Al Heyman is not running things with the PBC anymore. He is not. Right?
Critics argue that Davis's promotional team has carefully curated his matchups to protect his record, possibly avoiding higher-risk opponents. For Davis to truly cement his legacy, many believe he must take on top-tier challengers in the 135 and 140-pound divisions. Despite his retirement talk, Davis has stated he plans to fight 3 more times before calling it quits. A rematch with Lamont Roach Jr. is confirmed, with potential future opponents including Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, and a possible rematch with Ryan Garcia.
Promoter Gary Jonas shed some light on the negotiations for the rematch. While he didn't give too many details, Jonas did say that the second bout between Davis and Roach Jr. is all but finalized. Let's hear what he got to say right now.
Important question on everyone's mind: how close is the rematch? How big will it be? How close is it to getting done?
Very close. In my mind, it's a done deal, but there are formalities, but it's a done deal, and it's not far off.
Former 2-division world champion Tim Bradley didn't hold back in his assessment of Davis. Speaking to the Ring magazine after ESPN's final top-ranked broadcast, Bradley declared, "Tank is done." He claimed Davis has mentally checked out of the sport, saying, "He's hung them up, shoes off, plaque on the wall." Bradley suggested that Davis is disillusioned by boxing politics and more focused on big paydays than legacy, asserting that he's already retired in spirit, even if he hasn't made it official.
Tank is hung up, shoes off, get the bag, put a plaque up, he's done. Tank is done. Period. Tank is checked out mentally. Tank is gone mentally. Tank looking for the big bag, the Jake Paul, Pacquiao, something solar, and he's looking, hey, I'll see you later. Tank is standing, he's not gonna fight Shakur Stevenson at all. I don't care how much money Turkey offered, give him 4 Lamborghinis, whatever, Tank ain't taking that fight.
Shakur Stevenson also weighed in, calling Davis's retirement plan soft. In a candid interview during the Ring Magazine Awards in London, Stevenson said, "If he wants to retire with the career he's got, then go ahead. I disagree with it. I think it's soft, but that's on him." While some accuse Davis of staging a fake retirement to stir up buzz or gain leverage, others, like insider Rick Glazer, believe this time is different. Glazer reports that Davis has told those close to him that he's genuinely fed up and plans to step away unless money forces a return. Critics who once dismissed his announcements now point to his emotional exhaustion, new family responsibilities, and desire for personal evolution as serious motivations.
I mean, if he want to retire with the career that he got, then go ahead and do whatever you got to do. So I disagree with it. I think it's soft, but that's on him.
You still think that fight's possible? I know he might have a break after that fight with Lamont Roach, but do you feel like you guys could fight 2025 or 2026?
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't into chasing people around. I mean, if he's willing to fight, I'm ready to fight, and I think it should happen, but I ain't gonna lie, I can't sit there and chase you and then, he try to make it seem as though I need him and I don't need him. So.
Boxing legend Mike Tyson had a different perspective, praising Davis for his talent and potential. Speaking to TMZ, Tyson said, "Tank is a great fighter. He'll be a legend too, if he keeps fighting at this level." Later, in an interview with Sports Illustrated, Tyson included Davis on his list of the sport's most exciting current fighters, alongside Terence Crawford and David Benavidez. The recognition from Tyson underscores the respect Davis commands within the elite boxing community.
I have to ask you, would you ever remake your famous video game? Bring it to the next generation consoles, my friends?
Hey, I'm just happy to be alive.
What do you think about people comparing Tank Davis to you? I mean, what do you think about that?
Tank is a great fighter.
You think he's a great fighter? What do you think about them comparing him to you? I mean, you're a legend, my friend.
Well, he'll be one too if he keeps fighting.
Oh, okay. All right, well, thank you.
Speculation continues to swirl around Davis's reasons for contemplating retirement. Some believe he may be bored, having already conquered most of his targeted opponents. Others suggest that the intense pressure, media scrutiny, and grueling pace have led to burnout. Whatever the case, one thing is clear: Davis is facing a deeply personal crossroads as he evaluates what comes next.
Tank is just done with boxing. He does not enjoy it anymore. It's very clear that he just does not want to box anymore, and that's okay. He went into more detail about why he wants to retire after 2025, and it basically just comes down to He's tired of fighting. He's tired of getting punched in the face. He's not worried about his legacy. He said that he has his legacy in his city, and that's all he's worried about. He did also say that he wants to go to therapy, and he feels like if he goes to therapy now while he's boxing, he won't have that same fire inside of him, and he won't even be able to mentally get prepared for a fight. He also brought up his kids a lot, says he wants to be a lot softer for his daughters. He's got his son now, so he wants to be there for his son and be a good dad and not be getting beat up in the gym all the time. So honestly, I gotta respect it. You know what I mean? Like, we can't just worry about people's mental when they're at their lowest. You know, why do we have to see Tank lose to worry about his mental? Because Sonny Edwards just retired because of his mental. Like, he was at his lowest. So I don't think we have to see Tank get there to care about his mental. So if he wants to go and he wants to get his last 2-3 fights in, okay, great, do that. And then go take care of yourself. Because he is young. And I think it's becoming more of a trend to retire when you're like 30, 31. Because Sonny Edwards, 28, Gervonta is going to retire at like 31, 32. And then even Jesse Bam Rodriguez says by the time he's 30, he doesn't even really want to be in the sport anymore. But I think this does have a lot to do with them getting into the sport so young. When you're doing it from like the age of 12 or even sometimes younger for Tank, I believe he was younger. So when you've been doing it for that long, getting beat up for that long, I mean, it takes a toll on you. You just don't want to do it anymore. So I gotta respect it.
What do you think is really behind Tank's decision to step away from boxing? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.